Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 8th of October 2019. We're going to reflect on Luke 10:38-42. Listen. Now as they went on their way, Jesus entered a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. She had a sister named Mary who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to what he was saying. But Martha was distracted by her many tasks, so she came to him and asked, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her then to help me." But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and distracted by many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, which will not be taken away from her." The Gospel of the Lord. A couple of years ago, I conducted my first online retreat titled Perpetually in the Presence of God. It was based on a book that I'd read about a man called Brother Lawrence who lived in the 17th century. Titled The Practice of the Presence of God, it spoke about how Lawrence always managed to remain in God's presence, resulting in a life filled with perpetual joy. Now, Lawrence was part of a community known as the Order of the Discalced Carmelites. His primary job was working in the kitchen, not a very satisfying occupation as you might imagine, and he had to cook for up to 100 people. Despite long hours in the kitchen, chopping onions and peeling potatoes, endless hours of steaming and frying and stirring, listening to people criticizing the cooking, Lawrence always seemed joyful and people were attracted to him, many seeking advice. When I read this story today about Mary and Martha, I got to thinking about Martha in her kitchen and Lawrence in his kitchen, and contrast to the difference between the two. Martha was dour and angry, Lawrence was joyful and at peace, and I realized it would have been so easy for Martha to have had the same joy and peace Lawrence had. In fact, easier because Jesus was right with her in her house. Why was she upset? Because she was unhappy her sister wasn't helping her in the kitchen, but the real reason was because Mary was getting to spend time with Jesus, which she wanted to do herself. She could have rectified all her problems in one stroke. All she had to do, and please listen to me here, all she had to do was to tell Jesus and her sister to join her in the kitchen. She would have been able to spend time with Jesus. She would have gotten the help she wanted. In fact, Jesus might have pitched in to help too, and she would have been happy. Most of us have to work for a living. It would be so nice to be able to just enjoy life without having to worry about earning money so that we could put bread on the table. But we have to work, and for most of us, it is drudgery as we do things we don't really enjoy doing. But we can have peace and joy in our work if we keep Jesus with us. If you have some time, may I suggest you do this retreat that I spoke about. It will teach you how to keep Jesus with you at all times, which in turn means that you will retain joy in you at all times. God bless you.